for everybody to take off their shirt at the same time, I fold it and flip it. You know how much practice and work goes into that? The outfit choices are always crazy to me that they can do all of that dancing in leather jackets and Rick Owens. And you don't know what Rick Owens is. It's like a hard Chuck Taylor with plastic, you know, it's kind of like rubber, expensive shoes. But man, like they're just so hard to be comfortable in. Like it's hard for me to even walk around in a pair of Rick Owens, let alone do a dance routine in them. All of the jewelry on. Welcome back to the React Room. I'm your boy Dom K. I got another solo version for you guys today. BTS Busan live. I think it said yet to come in Busan. It was like 2 years ago, I'm guessing. So I'm thinking maybe it was the best is yet to come tour or the yet to come tour. One of those. I hope I'm not saying the wrong one, but I've been getting a lot of messages through social media about doing this live. I think it's mic drop and run the performance. I've seen a lot of people even saying it's the best performance of all time. I'm like, come on, man. Y'all told me 2019 MMA was the best of all time. Then some people told me it was 2020. Some people told me it was Mama. Some people told me it was the last show with them together. I don't know. But, you know, I get a kick out of this. Did a couple solos. Everybody's schedule's been jam-packed lately, including mine. Don't worry, we're gonna get back to Don Juan's introduction pretty soon. Everybody's moving around, but I seen some of the comments, and I promise you, all right, listen, let me explain really quickly, because it had nothing to do with this video. A lot of people wasn't happy with the RM choice of Megan Thee Stallion, which I think is funny, by the way, because when I did that review about months ago with AJ, everyone told me how much they liked the song and how much they love Megan. And then when I showed Don Juan that, all of a sudden it was like, oh yeah, but you should have showed it. Yeah, I was like, yeah, I knew y'all. I knew it. Look, but this was the thing. I wanted to use something that I didn't particularly like. You know what I'm saying? Because this is the thing. If you just show someone everything you like all of the time, which I like 99% of the catalog, but I wanted him to see some of the stuff that I didn't really enjoy that much, but he might enjoy, you know? And I know, like, some people are like, but RM has a lot of best stuff. Of course, and we're going to get into more of that. But I'm not biased. I want to show him everything. I want to show him collabs. I want to show him music videos. I want to show him performances. And let him make his own judgment. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only reason. But we're going to come back and when we do the next one, I'm going to give him 2 other Jungkook songs. Most likely it's going to be 3D because he's so curious about that song, and probably the song with Charlie Puth. And I'm going to do 3 more songs for RM because I know that was blasphemous to put that in RM's introduction. So most likely I'm going to go like Change, Still Life, and Joke. And I'll get the translations ones and all of that. So don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I got y'all. Been doing this a long time. But again, I appreciate all of the comments because it helps me make decisions a lot easier. What else? We have to get to the trilogy explanation with the Sugar trilogy explanation videos. He also has to watch Save Me, Black Swan, and what's the other one? Oh, and Spring Day. And then we have to watch the music explanations for Blood, Sweat, and Tears, Black Swan, and Spring Day. And he's always asking about the coalition and why people against BTS and other K-pop groups. And I was like, it's kind of like tricky. So we're going to get him into another Board City guy, or probably like why the industry hates BTS and that type of stuff. So he got about 4 or 5 more videos left before his full introduction. And again, it's just an introduction. It's just a 2-week introduction. It's a lot. Like I said, I had a month or 2. I'm still getting introduced. So for him, we just packing everything into a couple videos. And then once he get in, we could throw him into this. Because again, he can't jump into Busan live. I wouldn't dare. I haven't even seen it yet. And I have to be selfish about some things. I'm going to check out some things by myself. I'm going to check out some things with AJ. And as he gets more advanced, then we'll throw him into the fire with more of this stuff. I can't wait. AJ been on me about House of Cards. We have to watch House of Cards this week. And we probably won't have time to run through all Brandon's videos and wait on him to do House of Cards because we pushed it back so much. But I have to do Busan Live today myself. Me and AJ will probably do House of Cards sometime this week, and Brandon will shoot his 4 to 5 videos sometimes in this week and next week if we can catch up with him. But yeah, that's the update on what's going on the channel. Thank you guys for the likes, the shares, subscribes. We got a lot of new people joining in. Got about 1,000 subscribers this week. Want to thank you guys for joining us. Thank you guys for being a part of it. We know it's not just BTS, it's a multitude of groups, but anybody in the channel, we know you check out all their videos. Thank you. And again, man, that's just the update on the channel. If you guys got some more questions or thoughts of the videos, trust me, put them down below. I've been really trying to do a better job of getting through all the comments. It's just hard to get through 150 comments on plus 200 to like 8, 9 videos and then edit and do everything with the team and make decisions. So I'm sorry if I haven't got back to you in comment. Thank you. And again, we about to jump into it. This is BTS and Busan Yet to Come tour. Let's check it out. Okay.
Let's go. 잘해. 가끔은 calling. 지금 바로 갈게. 제발 집에 보내지 마세요. 가끔은 나를 꿈꿔. 소리치는 눈들. I don't wanna go back again. Let's go, let's go. 신나는 왜 from the bottom. 아껴줘 왜 우리 좀 빠른. 사랑 왜 절반 we got us. Tell me what you wanna, tell me what you wanna. 내 성공 이유나 너무 남자여 우리끼리 모두 똑같이 나는 뭐라 나는 다음점수 위로 가래 지조 가래 분유승 가래 부팅 가래 시스템 유하 어웨 유라 뒤는 너 위에 나는 높게 달리는 박사 Let's go Break from the body Break from the body Break we got it Tell me what you wanna Tell me what you wanna Make it move, make it right Make it move, make it right Make it gasoline It's time, I'm ready Yeah, you got it right
Okay. That was BTS live in Busan. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. That was pretty good, man. Look, man. I see why these tickets are so hard to get. These tickets are so hard to get because if they putting on shows like this, ladies and gentlemen, it's gonna be hard to like get a ticket. I see that right now. What I liked about it was not just the choreography. I love how they incorporate when I'm watching them perform live, the fireworks and the explosions in the background with the dance moves, and it's always timed perfectly. I also liked how they incorporated all of the dancers with the jackets, and then they all moving at the same time because people think that that's something easy to do. For everybody to take off their shirt at the same time, or fold it and flip it, you know how much practice and work goes into that? The outfit choices are always crazy to me that they can do all of that dancing in leather jackets and Rick Owens. And you don't know what Rick Owens is. It's like a hard Chuck Taylor with plastic, it's kind of like rubber, expensive shoes. But man, like they're just so hard to be comfortable in. Like it's hard for me to even walk around in a pair of Rick Owens, let alone do a dance routine in them. All of the jewelry on and stuff is just really, really, really impressive. Every time I hear mic drop in a different setting, I feel a different way about the song. Like seriously, like there's always a more impressed feeling I get when I see mic drop. I feel like mic drop's the only song that I'll watch them perform multiple times that I always, like, everyone's different, but I always come away with a different take from it. Maybe it's the crowd. Maybe every crowd's so energetic. Maybe that's their favorite song because of the names, the BTS chant that goes into. But every single time I watch Mic Drop in a different, it's like my third time seeing Mic Drop performed. Every single time I watch it, I just like it more and more. But this particular one, like, the crowd was really, really into it. When I watched J-Hope perform in Paris, and I watched him single-handedly remember all of the verses, and I thought that was crazy. Like, just for you. But I guess they've done it so many times, and it never hit me until just now. Of course he knows all the verses. Of course he knows all the ad-libs. He's performed that song 50,000 times. So it was like, I was like, man, that's so impressive. And I was like, bro, he does it every single day. They've done that on tours so many years in a row. They probably all know his verses like the back of their hands. But nevertheless, the choreography was a 10 out of 10. The sound was a 10 out of 10. Like, normally I don't like, this is why I prefer arenas over stadiums. I feel like when you're in a stadium, there's so many people and it's so loud. And if you performing live, you have to amplify that sound throughout the stadium. And sometimes it doesn't sound as good as you would like it to. But in arena settings, like just big arenas in a closed environment, and they kind of built for those type of concerts, so the sound quality is a lot better. That's why me personally, I like going to arenas more than stadiums. Stadiums, I feel like it just drowns it out. But I was really impressed with the way it sounded, and I'm sure that they was at a stadium. 10 out of 10, like I said, on the choreography, 10 out of 10 on the sound, 10 out of 10 on the wardrobes. Those black leather and the whole aesthetics of what was going on. Love that whole vibe. Just the chemistry, 10 out of 10 on the chemistry. The chemistry was it's always there with them. They always move on. I told you this. They always move on one stream, one band, one sound. They always get together. They always time it. The timing is just, I can't stress the timing enough. I don't think reactors talk about timing enough when it comes to BTS. You can work hard. You can be precise with your movements, but the timing is never off. I'm sure they made mistakes before, but the majority of the shows I've seen, the timing is just always impeccable. It's always there. It always looks like everything fits. It doesn't look like there's any miscues. And if there are miscues, they're seasoned enough to where they hide them so well you can't tell. So with that being said, I'm giving this performance, it's obvious, a 10 out of 10 because of the wardrobes, the timing, the sound quality, the perfection of the movements, and just their interactions with the crowd. Just every time they make a move, the crowd's so into it. It's not a boring show. It's a super exciting show. It's not a show where someone's just standing there or sitting down talking and everybody's just going crazy. No, they're actually moving, interacting with the crowd, waving at them, giving them what they want, giving them their money worth. You have to give the fans their money worth. And I feel like everybody who went to this show, because I'm sure it was more than 2 songs, but it was, from these 2 shows, I can tell you got your money worth. You got your money worth. So with that being said, so that's all I got for today. And like I said, I'll have a decision on House of Cards by the end of the day. I'll talk to AJ and see when we're going to do that. We're going to do House of Cards. And like I said, we'll continue Brandon's introduction probably in a day or 2, and then I'll try to get all of that filmed within 3 days so we can spread it out and have everybody with the proper introduction they wanted. And I'll get to the RM switch because, again, I know that wasn't the greatest switch, but I got to throw it out there. So you guys tell me in the comments, what do you think about Busan Live? Is this BTS's best concert ever? I don't know. I got to see more. But you guys tell me in the comments because I know you've seen a lot more than me and you've been to a lot more than me. I'm going to rank it up there as one of the top 5 that I've seen, and I'm not going to put a specific position on it. But I would love to hear your thoughts, and I would love to hear what you think about my opinions on if I'm wrong or if I'm right about the critiques, of which I really were no critiques, but if I'm right about my reaction to it. Were you impressed with the wardrobes? Were you impressed with the movements, the timing, the precision, the accuracy of which everything moves together, and just the crowd interaction and getting your money's worth? Let me know if you agree or disagree. Like, share, comment, and most importantly, keep subscribing. Always with love. Peace.